Sun's out, you want the window open, but bugs and insects want to get in. So we have been using these temporary screens that tape to the frame, but it's not ideal. But what I found a solution where there's a roller that fixes to the frame, channels down the side, a tray at the bottom. You just pull it down, clips in, easy. So I'll leave a link in the description. They're on Amazon, but I thought I'd do a quick video on the measuring process, the ordering process, and then when they get here, how to put them on. It's quite easy, but this might be the video for you if you want to keep your windows open and you don't want the bugs in. Right, so measuring straightforward. I want the inside edge of these screens to sit level with this line here, or as close as possible. So I'm going to measure from this bit here to this bit here for the width, and then at the top, same again. I want it to sit just about there, ideally, and sit there. So we're 98 and 44. They will do funny sizes apparently if you message them, but there's stock sizes. So I would, for ease, I'm going to just go, that's 44, or it's 443 millimeters, but we'll call that 44. That'll be fine, and we'll work from there. So things you need to know is, obviously you need to have at least 3 centimeters either side. So if you're up against the wall, if it's less than 3 centimeters, then the inner or this side frame is going to overlap that window edge. But here, as you can see, we've got plenty of room, top and bottom, and the sides. Right, okay, so if you follow the link in the description, this is the blinds I used. We're quite happy with these, but the important thing you need to know is if you look in the description here, you'll see this window here. When you measure, if you can see the blue line, when you measure that, you then have to add to it. This allows for the width of the frame and the height of the actual roller itself. So to the sides, ours was 44 centimeters. So we've got to add 6 to that, which gives us 50. And then the total height, ours was 980, so we've got to make that 1050 or 105 centimeters. So if you remember that bit, make a note of that, especially if you're doing a few of them, you want to write this down. So we go on to the customise, and as you can see, you've got a choice of colours. We're using the white, and then it's an outward opening. So and the width we need is a 50, and then the height, if you click on the options, you can then scroll down, and we want 105. So there's 105, and it's that simple. Add that to basket, and then you can carry on with multiple options. Like I say, there's colours, different colours you can get, but as long as you get that measurement right, it's fairly straightforward. Add that to basket, they'll process it in about 5 days, and then obviously it takes a while to ship because this is coming from China. Before we start, I'm just going to use some rubbing alcohol just to clean the frame, just in case there's any grease or anything that's going to affect the way it sticks. So out the box, this is what it looks like. You get a bag of fittings. There are screw holes on this, so you could screw it to the frame if you wanted to. There's some double-sided tape, and there's a couple of caps. They clip onto the frame to cover up the screw holes at the bottom. Now, there is an installation video on the Amazon listing, and it will show you how to install this. They'll use tape and they'll use a bit of adhesive. So what I'm going to need is I've got a knife to cut the tape, and I'm just using some silicone. I'm not going to use loads of this. It's just a belt and braces in case the tape ever fails. But I'm using silicone rather than glue, because if I ever want to peel this off, that will come off. So if we open these up, so there's the bottom channel, there's a sealing brush, this is the actual blind itself, and obviously it's got some labels on it. We don't need these. And that's basically what the blind's going to look like. And then these are the side channels. two side channels, the actual cassette itself, bottom part, the foam, and the fixing kit. And that's pretty much all we're going to need. So to assemble this, have the cassette at the top. We're going to put this brush in. It's a little bit fiddly, but there you go. And pull that all the way in. And that just sits in there. That's going to seal at the bottom, stop anything getting through. There we go, so there's that. And then these channels, see there's like a curved part inside. That goes to the back. So that's going to sit against the frame. So that's the left hand one. And then this is the opposite. This is the right hand one. Because that channel, when we put this in, there's this plastic strip that's going to, it will just fall in behind that channel. That gives it something else to stop things getting around the side of this. And then we've got the bottom part. This is curved. So put the curve, that foam sits in the curve. Well, that's how I put it together anyway. And these just snap together. So nice and simple. And then I find it easier to put it up against something. Right, so to get this in, hold the screen down. Make sure that slots in all right. And then just clip this bracket in. It's going to be a little bit tight because obviously these are sharp edges. So it might be a little bit stiff to get in the first time. But the idea is, when we fit this, we're not going to put any tape or any glue behind here, because this is then removable. If you need to take it off to fix it, replace it, clean it, that should be that. Right, so that's the thing assembled. Now we need to check that it fits the hole. So if we offer this up, now it is going to be a little bit wobbly. But what I want to see is that the bottom sits where I wanted it. The width is right. That's not too bad. That's it. That's where I want it, right there. So the size, the system works. Brilliant. And this is fine for the sides, but along the bottom we'll need to trim it because it's wider than we need. But just for this, these side bits, this one's, well, it's nearly 1 metre long, so I'm going to put a bit at the top. And then I'm going to put a bit near the bottom. In fact, I think 3 would be enough. I think 4 might be overkill. Should we do that? No, let's do 4. Just like that, and I'll do the same on the other side, and then across the bottom. This is where you've got to be a bit neater with it. I'm going to step it back a little bit from the top lip because I don't want to see it. Put one on each edge, or end, whatever you want to call it, and then one in the middle. And then I'll do the same on the other side. So that's both sides and the bottom done. And all I'm going to do now is I'm going to trim this tape. Just so it looks a bit neater. Now what I would suggest is I'm going to peel the backing of this off this now before I put the silicone on, because you'll end up sticking your fingers in it. So I'm just going to pull the red bits off just to expose the tape. And this backing tape is difficult to get off, but if you use the tip of your Stanley knife and you start in the corners, It seems to be the easiest way, but yeah, you just have to kind of persevere with it. But hopefully it means it's quite sticky. Now I'm going to put some silicone on, but I'm only going to do a very thin bead, just like that. Because if I ever want to take this off, future me will really appreciate not having caked this with silicone. This really is just a sort of belt and braces. They do it in the installation video, so there must be a need for it. Just a very thin layer. And note, there's nothing on the top there, so that cassette will be removable when we put this on. Right, that is about as much as you need to do. Now we need to stick it to the frame. I just want to make sure this is together. And I'm going to try and hold this away from the frame as long as I can until I've got it exactly where I want it. Because once that tape touches down, that's all right there. Now that side's holding itself up. I want to make sure that it's level at the bottom, because we want this square. Right. Now obviously you need to open the window before you can use it. And that is the screen done. And the only thing that I did that they didn't mention is I shortened this. Just put a couple of knots in there. Short like that. You can even have it even shorter. I might shorten that again, and I'll just put a lighter on the end of it just to seal the ends. But that is basically it. Obviously the silicone's got to dry, but because we're using the tape, it's pretty much good to go out the box. Now what you have got is there's two screw holes there and there, and right at the top, so you could just screw it to the frame, but I'm not going to, because if I ever want to take it off, I don't want to have holes in the plastic. And then the last bit we need is there's two blanking plugs. They just go in the corners here. They'll cover the screw holes. And there we have it. It's as simple as that. Now this is there's a slight contrast in the colour, because obviously these are more like a creamy white and these are just pure white. But if you went for a colour option, you can either my dad always used to say, if you can't hide it, make a feature out of it. So it might be that if you don't want it to look like this, you might put a completely contrasting colour on it just to make it stand out. But they are bug proof, and we've had the other two that we got originally, we've had for probably 2 months now, I want to say. You don't get bugs in. If you leave a light on, you'll get bugs on this screen, and you might want to get rid of them before you open it to close the window. But other than that, they've been flawless, and it's been a game changer, especially in the heat we've just had. So hopefully this one helps you out. Follow the link in the description, get your set of your own, like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.